Hello everyone, and welcome to another Kev Play. This is Kevin, and we are on part 11 of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Let's get right into it. Let's go right to the run it by you. We got a flashback tape here. Everybody normal. How's everyone doing? Yeah, so... lots of crazy news over the week. Interesting news. This level in particular is gonna be... I'm surprised they don't let me spin that up there, but okay. Okay, there was a box up there. I'm gonna have... this level, I have so much, like, PTSD from this level, and I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be again. Oh, and this is the introduction of this type of box. Which means we're probably gonna have to deal with it in the flashback level. Hey, Puppet Peg, how are you? I see you were playing Ghost of Yote just now. Yeah, there's a silly hidden box here somewhere. Well, I did just get the TNT one. I jumped on a TNT that was up here, and there was a box up in the air. Oh, but do you mean the entire level? Yeah, there's some weird stuff that's gonna happen. I remember this is gonna be annoying. Because I remember my timing is... or my precision with my jumping gets a little out of hand here. I wonder if I can go up here. Nothing here. I've been grinding on Ghost of Yote. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm going through the story very slowly. You know, I mostly have been doing the open world stuff. I got a lot of the side missions done. I ended up, like, right now I have 3 Yote 6 members that are done. That's it. Like, I haven't touched... I just got to the coast area where you meet with your brother and the lady who was, like, the... I don't want to say, you know, give too much away, but... I finished the main story. I'm on side quest, yeah. Yeah, I've been going through it, at my own pace. It's been fun. I'm, like, dying to get back into it, though. Like, I'm at this point now where, like, I cleared so much of the side quest that I'm kind of just mainlining the story at this point. But now I just got to another open world area, so now I'm gonna probably just be enjoying that for a bit. Oh, I should leave that there. God. I forgot that I need to leave those boxes there. I think I could just make this jump, but let's go forward. And then we got a color gem, the yellow gem. I hope I didn't have to, like, get on this balcony. I don't see any boxes up there. Alright. Let's hope for the best here, because I remember... when I first played this game, I didn't use, like, the shadow. So after I'm done, Ninja Gaiden is next. I have a feeling that you've been, like, raring to play Ninja Gaiden, and that's why you're kind of just, like... you know, grinding as much as you are. Alright, I've got to make sure I make this platform. Okay. See, I don't like how they set up these... like, the way the level is, it's like, the boxes are are kind of at an angle, and yet I have to kind of do it in a straight line, so I have to, like, kind of position myself with each jump a little bit more to the right as I come backwards. So let's see how I do. Oh my god. I landed, like, on my tippy toes and in front of a wall there. That could have been really bad. This level is one of the easiest time trials. Huh. I guess because then you get because you have the jet ski for a lot of it, right? And as long as you know how to do that, like, riverboat section with the armadillo. Yeah, I guess that section isn't that bad if you're not going for all the boxes. Okay. That part was, like, annoying. I remember that part being way annoying, but we actually got past it. So let's get to a checkpoint. I'm not gonna risk this whirlpool for Wumpas. Oh, I have to time these. And not happy about that. Let's try that again. I have a feeling I'm gonna... Oh, you know, this is gonna be annoying. I technically was supposed to keep going, right? Because I can't get that life box. Is that correct? How would I have gotten that? Oh, I have to come backwards once I land on... I see. Okay. Let's try this again. And I don't like going backwards with these bombs here, so... I forgot to hit that box. So there's a box that I've... Oh, I know. I'm saying that I didn't do it in time, so I wanted to come back. Unless you're talking about some other box. Now, come back for that life. Whoa! Oh, leave those boxes there. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna save this. We might as well take this checkpoint, right? Because we're gonna be going forward after we have to go backwards, and forward is more easier. So let's do that because we got a lot of done there. Okay. Now I have to leave a bridge for myself. Read that after I'm done. Hold on. Did you hit the checkpoint or not? I did. I just hit the checkpoint. Should I ride this back this way instead of jumping? Anything else up there? And I could technically, I think I can jump across these, but I'm not going to be too crazy. Okay. I'm actually doing this, like, really well, I have to say. Let me crack my knuckles for this one. Okay. Let's hope for the best. See, if I didn't have this shadow, that's the emphasis, or the thing that emphasizes the shadow, that would have been a lot more annoying. Okay, now we're just going forward. Gotta watch out for these bad boys. Okay. Okay. We don't have to worry about getting lives because we have like 99 lives at the moment. So other than that, yeah. So there's two big things we can talk about. I guess we'll go with the more recent one. In that Crash Bandicoot is reportedly getting a TV show on Netflix. It's been greenlit. I think this is cool. I mean, for like, as someone who played the games from the beginning, I have to wonder what, like, Jason Rubin and Andy Gavin are thinking when they heard this news. I don't know if, you know, obviously they're not attached to the series anymore. They don't own any of the rights, but I wonder if they get any royalties from this stuff. But I don't think so, because I think it was once they sold it, that was it. But I have to imagine that they're pretty proud of Crash, you know, their creation, that they, you know, their first real big commercial hit. Crash Bandicoot cartoon. Now the thing is, I'm in my, like, I'm older now, and you're so hyped. I'm happy for you. For me, like, I'm kind of like, what is a Crash Bandicoot TV show? Like, what exactly am I hyped about? And am I even the demographic at this point for it? For a full-fledged cartoon? Not that I have anything against cartoons, but there's something with Crash where it's like, for me, it resonated most in the PS1 era for me. For me, like, it was like, you know, what G.I. Joes or Matchbox cars were for, you know, some other kid. It was just like the Crash Bandicoot universe was just cool. I love the Naughty Dog universe. I love these games now too and what it's done, but you said, I don't care, it's Crash. I'm eating it up. Now here's the thing though. I hope that whoever is in charge of the show has a vision. I hope that it's not just like some intellectual property that they're like, yeah, let's greenlight this because it's a beloved franchise, and just slap some writers and a director to it, or you know, or a showrunner to it, and just do whatever you want. Like, for me, like, if you have the opportunity to do a Crash Bandicoot television series where you're telling a long form story of expanding the world and like exploring the world, I hope they kind of bring it down to earth a bit, because like Crash Bandicoot right now is kind of like, you know, right now we're in this like, we're time traveling, there's multiple universes, there's like, you know, good versus evil of these like supernatural forces and all this stuff, and that's all well and good, but like for a TV show, if you're like, I hope that they can like find a hook where it's like, this is what would warrant a TV show. Rather than just, you know, let's just try to get as much money as we can from this IP. Let me see if I can do this. Damn it, I jumped on these. This bonus will be our, Are they going to give Crash a voice? That's another thing, too. It's like, you know, I knew him as a guy who just didn't, you know, for me, like, I saw someone on Twitter say something like, you know, he's almost like a Tasmanian devil, like Looney Tunes type character, where he doesn't have a voice, but he could still be a character. You know, and honestly, it would be pretty cool to have a silent cartoon character again, like, or you know, someone who doesn't have active dialogue. You know, the games like this game, like I feel like they let Coco do the talking, Tawna will do the talking, Aku will do the talking, Cortex obviously is a big personality, and the enemies that and just the characters that surround Crash kind of drive the dialogue more, obviously. I hope they don't give him a voice like how they, you know, I don't want to see like Chris Pratt or Jack Black doing Crash Bandicoot or so. It just like doesn't make sense. I say keep the integrity of what Crash always was. And try to use that as like a canvas to tell a story, or to like, you know, to build a world around in a TV show. Yeah, imagine that. Like honestly, that's when you know it's just a cash grab IP thing for me. Like, I really cared about Crash Bandicoot back in the day, and I still do. But like for me, Crash Bandicoot, I like it as the game. For me, like, all, like, the backgrounds, you know, the characters and everything, they're awesome, but they really serve the game for me more than, like, you know, I was fascinated with the world a lot when I was playing, like, Crash 2. To to the point where, like, back then when, like, you didn't have any idea of how video games worked, I remember as a child being like, I wonder if Cortex is around this bush right now. Like I wonder if he's around this tree or around this bend. Like, is he watching me as I'm running through? And it's like, yeah, the story would, like, he would know what I was up to. You know, when you go back to the warp room. And I always, like, for me, my childhood mind, I was like, he's in the jungle somewhere, probably watching me as I'm running past, breaking these boxes. And that's what kind of opened the door of, like, what is this world? Like, what's going on behind the scenes? So, if this show is, like, anything that would kind of, like, be, like, a dream for me, it would be one that can capture that childhood wonder of, like, what is going on between the moments that I'm playing. You know, is this going to be an adaptation of the original games? Are we going to, like, start off with him escaping the Cortex's castle, you know, as a failed experiment? Or are they going to go into the show with us having already known Crash's backstory through the games, and it's kind of just like a new adventure? But at the same time, it's like, if you want to capture people's hearts and minds, you kind of want to know what his origins are and kind of adapt that on screen for an audience that might not have played these games. I just try to think critically like that, like, you know, what's the smart way to go about it? Because honestly, if someone's gonna do this, if someone's gonna make this show, I want someone who's like a fan, who's passionate about it. I want someone like who's like my age, who grew up with it, to be like, oh my god, I have control of the Crash Bandicoot IP at the moment. I can tell, I can dive into the mythology or like explore the lore in any way I want, in a way that would satisfy like young me. That's what I would do. And then of course the show has to be good too. Like, you know, like is it going to be like like most cartoons are a comedy? You know, you're trying to get some engagement out of children. But at the same time, maybe you can make it a little dark. Maybe it could be like you know, like Batman the Animated Series. How that's a dark cartoon. But you can do something with like bring a little darkness to it, that Naughty Dog darkness, but also have moments of levity and like funny gags and goofiness. Also, don't make Crash a stupid character. I don't like how he's characterized as a stupid character in like modern journalists or modern media. For me, like when I was playing Crash Bandicoot as a kid, he was cool to me. He was a cool character. Like, he was someone like I would want to hang out with if I knew him. You know, I looked up to his kind of I guess he has a blissful ignorance to him, but like there's kind of a brave, like he's brave at the same time. Like, you know, he'll take on any obstacle, as it were. But I don't know. This is the little things I think about. Okay, this is a classic. Don't get the action box because, or else you'll do that. Alright, so I see what I have to do. Okay. Damn it. I was trying to reach back there. So do you prefer 2D or 3D? I want to see some of the characters get good screen time. Well, we get 3D in the games. I'm not against 2D. I think I would hope that they can clean up the models more. I don't want to see like that 80s looking cartoon that was like that there was like a pilot episode of on like a really short like concept of on the internet that we've seen. I hope they can kind of like make it a little bit more, I don't know, familiar. Yeah, like I don't want it like that, but I totally embrace 2D animation. I think 2D animation is definitely something I am always a fan of. trying to think what I want to do here. Damn it. I want to see some of the characters get good screen time, you said. Yeah, definitely. Like, it's one of those shows that you'll be looking forward to seeing, like, you know, Ripperoo or Dingodile come around the corner, or Entropy or something, you know? And there's such an entire cast of characters that, they can dig from, or in their back pocket that they can use. Okay, now we got it. Now I gotta go forward. I guess I could use... Can I use this? Or is it gonna block me up with something over here? No, I don't think so, right? Okay, I think we're good now. I think I'm gonna take these lives first. And then, interestingly, I can... Oh, okay. Beautiful, we did it. But yeah, you know, like, Crash Bandicoot used to be a cool... Like, for me, Crash Bandicoot is a cool character. Like, he's like, if he was on the playground, you know, during recess, I want to hang out with that guy. Type of character. That's who he was to me as a kid. Like, you know, and I didn't think of him as stupid. I thought he was goofy in a way, but like I thought he had character. You know, I didn't think he was like an idiot. You know what I mean? So I hope they kind of like get away from that characterization. I've seen a few shows based on video games. They're not all that amazing. I mean, it's true. God. Oh, come on, I slid out of that. What was I gonna say? You know, and also what I wanted to do is I want it to be a show that when kids watch it, or anyone watches it, they want to play the games. You know, the best licensed stuff that I've played that made me want to, you know, watch the source material is stuff like, the James Bond 007 games made me want to watch the movies. I wanted to know who these characters were, who I were unlocking for the multiplayer, like, you know, Oddjob and Jaws. Like, I wanted to learn more about the James Bond world. Or, like, even, like, The Simpsons. Like, I knew The Simpsons before playing Hit and Run, but when I play Hit and Run, it made me, like, crave to sit down and tune into the next Simpsons episode. Like, it made me really want to watch it. Oh, what was that? And same with like back in the day, I had the Rugrats Search for Reptar game, and I would play that, and it was like based on the episodes of the show, those levels, and then it would make me want to watch the show. Like, there's something about that I think they need to tap into. I think we got all the boxes, right? I think we're good. We're good. And there are good adaptations. You know, it's weird. You know, I thought The Last of Us Season 1 is a great adaptation of the first game. I think Season 2 is not a good adaptation of the second game, or at least of part of the second game so far. I think they kind of fumbled it a bit. Obviously we went into depth with that earlier, but then you have like the Twisted Metal show, which I think a lot of fans are actually like really loving it more and more as that series progresses. Oddly enough. There's nothing I have to jump onto. I think there's something I can get over here, right? I don't know. Is there like a missing box that's like right around the corner over here? Oh yes, I love Last of Us 1 Season 1. Yeah. And there's like a couple of episodes of Season 2 that I like, but overall I think they botched that season. It was too short, and I think Craig Mazin kind of lost the plot and lost how to write for Ellie. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's possible to make a good adaptation. Let's try this out. And I love that we brought back the jet ski here, by the way. That's pretty much a Crash 2 callback. I have a feeling I'm gonna be like missing boxes, but we'll see. Right. Yeah, we're good. Oh god. More timed stuff. Good thing we can come back. Sure there's nothing here. Go back here. I think we're good, right? I don't want to... Let's just go this way real quick. Make sure there's nothing... No funny business. Alright, I think we're good? I hope. A little alternate moment happening there? Okay. But yeah. Obviously, it's very early that they greenlit this. It's probably a ways off, but it's cool that it's happening. I'm glad that you know, what is it, 30 years at this point, almost 30 years. That it's getting attention in another medium. I know people have been wanting it for a while. You said, "Oh crap, I haven't been checking the boxes." That's fine. I think I'm good so far. I'm glad that Crash is alive somehow. Exactly. And you know what? This is a great opportunity for a new game to come out too. You know, if they time it right. Imagine the sales for a new game that, you know, that ties in with the TV show in any way. Alright, so now this is going to be a little bit of a annoying part, so let's see how we do. Okay. I'm gonna try to go as much right as I can, so that I can clear out whatever I can here. I guess I'll do this. Let's try it. Okay, we'll save this. We got enough Aku Aku. Remember there was a glitch with the slide that would screw me up sometimes. Oh, we missed the flashback. Damn it! Made me body slam. Alright, so we'll come back for a flashback tape run after the box run, obviously. But I think I have the gist of what we have to do here. I'm not worried. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. I guess I can do that, that's fine. Oh well. As long as I got past it. Alright, we're good. Nothing up there. I think we got the boxes down pat here. So another thing that I should note, this part sucks when you're doing Insanely Perfect Relic. Honestly, after having... I feel like I think I did get the Insanely Perfect Relic for this already in the past on my other file, but yeah, this definitely was rough. I remember the trick is here. Whoa! To do this. Honestly, I'll play it safe and do this all the way down if I have to. Like that. Nice and easy. Don't even like... Don't even give the game an excuse. Just let the current take us, you know? And if I want to go faster, I can turn myself slightly. There's no boxes up there, right? It's not like I can, like, jump up there. Okay, good. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright, this is the way to do it. It's the boring way, but it's the easy way. Okay. We could always come... I think we can technically keep coming back. Alright, this I want to get some boost out of it. Okay, so oh, we can actually come back like that, okay. There's fake crash. Nothing of consequence here. Okay, we got it. Our first fake crash sighting. I believe, I mean, is there any others? I don't even know. So, just make sure we get all this. I don't know why I'm doing this like this. I think I could have the freedom to go backwards if I have to, but whatever, it worked. Hopefully this works now. Hold on. Let's see. I have a feeling it didn't work, but let's see. Of course! It's just gonna be one of those episodes. But how many, 2 lives, so we at least got we got through with, yeah, I guess missed a box somehow. And we missed a hidden one, too. I knew that, I have a feeling that there was a hidden one that I missed. Alright.
What time is it? Oh goodness, I ought to know. Crash! Coco! Come on, give old Capuna a kiss, eh? Don't look at me like I broke wind at a wedding. I'm time. I see everything. And I mean everything. There's some very unexpected developments in your future. Your very near future. Shocking events that will change the course of your life.
Yeah, just gonna stop you there before you tell us how we all die.
Well, if you'd rather not know about the giant mask-eating monster from beyond the stars, that is your choice.
Grandma mask, you said. Very interesting.
Right then. Need a hand.
Oh man. Alright, so let's not go for the box. We'll save the box run of this level again for next time. I want to like watch the video. Like watch this episode again and see like what I might have missed. But for now, let's try to get that flashback tape. Alright, let's just jump into it. So another thing I do want to talk about, though, there's no hidden, and we do have a hidden gem somewhere, but I don't know where the hell it is. Other thing I want to talk about that's big news for PlayStation. Halo Campaign Evolved is coming to PS5 and all other platforms. This is the first Halo that's going to be on PlayStation. And it seems going forward, all Halos are going to be on PlayStation. Like, it's crazy. So remember, we can't die on our way there. This is a game that's coming out in 2026. I will be getting it day one. I hope there's a physical edition like there was for Gears of War Reloaded. There has to be. Like, this is a big moment. He said this is live Sonic going on GameCube. Like Sonic going on GameCube. Yeah, this is big. You know, pretty much Microsoft is a third-party publisher at this point. What their next gen hardware is going to look like, I don't know. But I'm sure there will be one. But it looks like they're really not going to be putting much emphasis on their you know, their platform as an exclusive platform anymore. It's just going to be. I feel like they're trying to. It's almost like they're trying to ease Xbox fans into the reality that things are going third party now, and you know they'll still offer services like Game Pass and everything, but for the most part, it's Microsoft's basically paying off. It's just basically like trying to get as much money as they can after that Activision deal. I feel like they're paying off what... I mean, they spent like $68 billion on Activision, and I think that hurt them. I think that hurt the economy of theirs, of the Xbox gaming division, and now they kind of have to like sell off all their assets basically at this point. I'm no expert, but that just seems to be like basic economics of what's happening. I'm very curious where the hidden gem might be, but so far we're good, so let's not die. But regardless, I'm a happy camper, you know? I loved the Halo series growing up. It was always the grass is greener on the other side for me. I always loved going over my neighbor's house and playing Halo. I never had a chance to play it at home because I only had PlayStation. I loved Halo's worlds. It captured my imagination just as much as, say, like Crash Bandicoot did. In terms of first-person shooters. And it dictated... like the first person shooter games that I would buy, like Killzone or Area 51, it was out of inspiration. It was chasing the vibe. Like I was always trying to chase the vibe that Halo offered, and those were the games that could kind of do that for me. But they were, at the end of the day, they never matched. I would say Area 51 came the closest to matching up to the spirit of Halo in terms of being like a floaty sci-fi, you know, physics-driven first-person shooter. But for the most part, Halo was the crown jewel, and I always loved Combat Evolved, and I love Halo 2 and 3. I have all these games on Xbox 360, but I love the idea of, like, you know, I get to kind of have my cake and eat it too, in terms of just, like, I will always prefer the original Halo. I love the art direction, the, probably more than what better graphics can do, but I completely accept that it will be a remake from the ground up in Unreal Engine, and what was I gonna say? A remake in Unreal Engine. Oh, hold on. And it will be like a different perspective of what Halo is, that original game. And there's three completely original bonus levels that are going to be prequels, like 3 prequel levels to the game that I think is going to like explore Master Chief and who's it, Sergeant Johnson, I think his name is. So that's cool. That's new, and that makes it worth it. This is a game I'm going to get day one. It's going to be great. 2026 is already looking to be a crazy year for that, for me. Okay, let's make sure to get this. Not worried about getting all the boxes at the moment. Oh god, no! Of course! I slipped! Oh my god. Alright, let's start that over. Now that warranted a dude, by the way. I want to see something stupid like Mary... Dude! See, that was warranted. He said, I know where the hidden gem is. Okay. Yeah, he said, yeah, they are just making consoles on the side, basically. Yeah, at this point. You said you know where the hidden gem is. I want to see something stupid like Mario on PlayStation and Xbox. Now that will be like one of those moments of like, well, I don't know if I'll ever live to see that day. Because I think Nintendo has their house in order. You know, their audience, their demographic, it's different than PlayStation's. And they've curated and fostered that that ecosystem in such a great way that I don't think they'll ever have a problem where they need to kind of like sell off Mario or anything like that. But you never say never. You know, you never know what the video game industry is so interesting to me because it's always surprising. Now I don't know if you know. Oh, that was lucky. I don't know if you know where the hidden gem is in terms of if I passed it or not, but if I do get close, you can give me... You can tip me off if you'd like. But, yeah, what was I saying? Like, with Halo, that's gonna be crazy. First of all, it's gonna be kind of cool to play a first-person shooter, because I haven't even played a first-person shooter in a long time, in terms of, like, a new first-person shooter. But one that will be a legacy game, like Halo, that's gonna be awesome. So far, it's gonna be local 2-player co-op and 4-player online co-op. So there's no actual multiplayer, you know, PvP or anything like that. But that's okay. You know, I'm completely down with just playing. anything that can support couch co-op is good, and just having the campaign, I always love the campaign, so... You said stop. Oh, my bad. Well, let me get... Okay. And I figured it was back here somewhere. Unless it's back here, but I'll do this level over, but for now, let me... Okay, I missed it, it's fine. For now, let's just try to get that flashback tape. I'll try to gun it. Alright, we're back to where we were. We're good. Let me just make sure I concentrate on this part. Okay, here we are. I guess I still have to beat the level, so let me just beat the level as quick as I can. I'll gun it this time. Oh man! Okay, okay. Let's not gun it too much. Okay, where we are. I'll read what you said in a second. Don't want to text and drive here. Hey, Fake Crash. Oh! Worth it. Okay. Now we got the flashback tape. You said, I don't really play first-person shooters like that, but I think Halo would be a good place to begin. Yeah, I mean, for me, like, Halo Combat Evolved story was the first game that I remember playing, like, co-op with a friend, and I remember being like, oh my god, a video game story is, like, really capturing my attention right now. You know, because, keep in mind, I wasn't playing Metal Gear Solid back then, and even if I was playing Metal Gear Solid back then, I think I still would be captivated by Metal Gear Solid, but as a kid, I don't know if I would have understood Metal Gear Solid as much. Alright, we're gonna go back right into it to see where this hidden gem is. But, Combat Evolved, even with Combat Evolved, like, the mystery of the ring of Halo was just so fascinating to me. And it also came in a time where I had no real idea of how video games, you know, I didn't, for me, like, it was one of those games, like, you know, a lot of people like to, like, try to find glitches in that game, or try to, like, break the level, or try to escape the level. That didn't feel like a glitch back in the day. That just felt like something that, like, that, you know, that there was just more world to explore if you wanted to. For me, like, I didn't understand that, like, video games had limitations. I think I understood it had limitations to a degree, but there was kind of like this imagination where it's like, well, you know, let me see if I can break those limitations, or, you know, see what else is out there. And just like, I don't know, the story of Halo itself, that ring, it felt so real. It really felt like I was on... Obviously, I know I'm playing a video game, but it felt like you were in a very fascinating world. And that was like one of the first ones for me. Where I remember I felt like I was obsessed with it, you know? Now I know it's like right before one of the jet ski parts. And that's like in the back of my mind I was like, yeah, that's what I remember. Let me just take this bonus so I can die and get a checkpoint. This way. Oh, the body slam at the last second saves you. Alright, so I know it's around here somewhere. There's a big frog on the left over here. I know it's like right around here. Can I jump over these? It's like invisible. Oh, can I walk around here? That would be really lame. Oh, it's in this tire! I remember it now. I think, right? It's like, oh. Don't tell me. I know it's around here. Don't tell me, don't tell me. It's behind the barrel. Okay, so... Oh my god. This is so cheap, man. This is so cheap. This is like... exactly what I was talking about, like trying to break the game, trying to see if you can break the level. This is breaking the level in order to find a gem. Right? I mean, what the f... Is it behind... It's behind this one, right? What the fuck? Sorry, I don't mean to curse, but what is going on? What was that? What was that? That was a box? So what did that box unlock? That's the missing box I had. Oh my god. What just happened? Go back. So I unlocked a checkpoint. Or like a action box of some sort. What is happening? And then this is here for some... I have to go back? How back am I going? Behind the barrel there's an iron box. Okay, so I figured that out. Well, I didn't figure that out on my own, but I didn't read that part. I just saw that you said, oh, there's a barrel or something. So why is there an iron box there? Look to your right. I remember this now. I don't like that. I do not like that, dude. That's so cruel. And I should have got a checkpoint. Let me get that checkpoint. And is the boxes here? Were there any boxes around that I can get near the hidden gem? I didn't see. Oh my god. Oh no! Damn it. See, now I'm just flustered of how cheaply hidden that hidden gem is. That's so strange of a hidden gem, by the way. Like, in terms of like difficulty spike of being like very coy and hidden. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm like losing my mind right now. And these fireboxes are in the way, so you wouldn't like once you destroy them, you're not like thinking like about this. But I want to see, does it show? Okay, so it shows that it's outlined. This is bizarre. All right, so I have to spin that, dude. It's just this is such a cheap area because it feels like I'm like they put all these invisible walls here. I can't go this way. Look at this. So the tip-off is okay. You have to like you have to like completely deny your instinct that there's an invisible wall going on here. that you can't jump over this barrel, that you can't jump over this barrel, that you can't go to the right of this barrel, but you have to just be like, yeah, but you can do this here, right here. Like, that's not... I'm sorry. If I have to criticize that. That's just like... I'm all for hidden boxes if it's in a clever way, but this is just like... Alright, let's try to do this. And there's invisible... And here's another thing. Oh, well, first of all, I should have got that checkpoint, like I said, so that's on me. But there's an invisible wall blocking my jump from getting on this platform. So literally, the main villain of this game right now is invisible walls. That's not good level design. Let me get this checkpoint before I do anything. Alright. Now I'm wondering though, is there a box that this over here too? Because that would answer another question. Oh my god. Oh. Hold on. It's like I have to do it at an angle and below there's a invisible wall that blocks you. So you have to make sure not to... Okay. So we got the hidden gem. There's no boxes here. So the missing box is a completely different mystery. There's no way I would have found that on my own. And by the way, I did find that on my own, because I never used a guide for any of the... Oh my... No! You said on we go. Did I get that gem still? Do I have to go back to get that gem? I think I do. Hold on. Let me see if that gem's still there. I think technically I still have it. It kind of... Okay, so I already have it. And when I do that jump, it actually brings me onto those boxes without me having to go in a downward diagonal direction. As long as I'm pressing right on the D-pad, it brings me to the platform. But I did get that. I did find this on my own, strangely. I just don't remember doing it because it was so long ago. But at the same time, it's like I don't understand how I could have found that on my own because it's so cheap. I must have really been like scavenging the level for every cheap, because I knew the game had very cheap hidden spots. But I must have really been going like crazy to try to find that. That's why, in the beginning of this episode, I said I had PTSD from this level, and that's probably what contributed to it. Yeah, I'm like so flustered from that. All right, so we got the flashback tape, and we're about to get the hidden gem. I knew that this was going to be like its own episode. I have to say though, after doing this level for an hour, I feel like I'm ready to like do a time trial, even though I don't want to. But I feel like this would be the opportunity to do it if I was. Oh my god! Almost screwed that up. You said 1 hour and we only played one level. I knew Run It By You was going to be one of those levels though. Cool if I found another mask, but definitely got our lives back at least. Hey, fake crash. Okay, we're good. But at least we had a lot to talk about. We talked about the Crash Bandicoot TV show, and that and just Halo Campaign Evolved was just such. That's like a dream announcement for me. I'm just so excited for that. Like 2026 is gonna be GTA 6, maybe Judas from Ken Levine, who from BioShock. That's gonna be a big game. Halo Campaign Evolved is gonna be big. Now we just need like a big announcement at the Game Awards. Like, give me Spyro 4, and like, oh my God, 2026 might be like one of the best years in video games for me, or one of this generation at least. Wolverine, I'm not really a fan of Saros. I'm not really a fan of like Housemarque's like Returnal that much. So, but at least it exists for people. But yeah. Alright, so next time we'll get back, we'll do like the flashback tape. Obviously we're gonna be in this a while. Run It By You is like the basically like Toys for Bob holding the middle finger to the Crash audience, I feel like, because they're like, oh yeah, we put this like really stupid hidden gem, there's a colored gem in here. Obviously that was easy, but there's a lot of like backtracking you gotta do, and then you gotta do that thing with the riverboat, and it's like, oh yeah, you have to do inverted, and there's time trials, and then there's Insanely Perfect, and also there's a Dingo Dial level where we're gonna do it again, all over again. So that's just kind of what it is. But other than that, I gotta say I'm excited for what games are at the moment, and I guess now I'm gonna go back and play Ghost of Yote, as I'm sure you will, and or unless you already are. And yeah, Public Pig, it's been a pleasure. Anyone out there who wants to like, comment, or subscribe, it's greatly appreciated. You can subscribe to Kev Plays 9490 on YouTube, and or follow me on Twitter at Let's Watch Series. Other than that, stay safe, stay healthy, keep a clear head, and keep on gaming. And I'll catch you all next time. And maybe by next time there'll be more cool announcements and more developments of cool things. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, peace out. Have a good one, Pulp Pig.